Hey everyone, it's Amy, a licensed esthetician, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about products and how long they take to work. We're always in this world of immediate gratification, immediate results, and I always tell everybody, it doesn't always happen that way, especially like me when you're in menopause. And if you're already starting your skincare routine or your anti-aging routine and you're already aged and you're already 55, 60, 65, some of these products may not even have an overall effect. So, and that's when we have to add in a treatment such as microcurrent or have a professional laser or something else. But let's just go over a lot of products that you hear about in the marketplace and which ones work immediately. So let's start with the quickest ones. Hyaluronic acid serum. Hyaluronic acid serum is something to help plump up a wrinkle. It doesn't do anything else. It's temporary and it works immediately. So I use hyaluronic acid serum in my Glymed Skin Recovery Mist, which actually I just got a new bottle, which is hyaluronic acid serum already mixed with water, and I spray that on, and that helps to hydrate my skin and give it a more plump appearance. Now, it's only for fine lines and wrinkles, and it's only temporary. So it's just something that works immediately, and it holds its weight in water and it plumps up the wrinkle. Another thing that works immediately is an AHA, an alpha hydroxy acid. That's a glycolic acid or a lactic acid, and that is an exfoliator. Now, there are different degrees of percentages of acids, and some of them are only available through licensed professionals. But if I have a client that comes in and I want to give a quick glow to the skin, I'll usually use a glycolic cleanser or a lactic acid cleanser, or maybe just at 10%, give a very light peel because it's going to help exfoliate the skin and hydrate it and give that nice glow, and those work immediately. Please be careful. We don't want to use these things and overdo it and damage the skin barrier. Then we have our BHAs. Those are our beta hydroxy acids, like salicylic acid. Those are used for people who have a lot of congestion in their skin. So when I have a client that has blackheads, large pores, they're always getting filled up, I usually put them on a cleanser that has salicylic acid because they're going to get an immediate result to help purge that debris that's in the skin. Then we have the next one would be vitamin C's. Now, there are different kinds of vitamin C's, and I will make another video on that as well. All of them from L-ascorbic acid to ascorbic acid to magnesium phosphate, ascorbic phosphate. There's a lot of different vitamin C's on the market. Now, depending on the price and depending on how it's made, there's just a huge range of them. Most people use vitamin C because they're told that it can get rid of sunspots. And for some people it works and some people it doesn't. It's a little bit trial and error, but it can take as long as 6 to 12 weeks to see a result using your vitamin C. Now, for some people, vitamin C's can also be irritating. For example, I can't use certain vitamin C's. So if you're using a product and it's starting to irritate your skin, irritated skin is not good. So you may have to stop that, but give it time, 6 to 12 weeks. Then we have niacinamide, and you know I love niacinamide. That's your B vitamins, and they usually start taking effect depending on the concentration, but usually I tell everybody give it a good 12 weeks to start seeing a result. The niacinamide is really good for evening the skin tone, smoothing texture, helps to tighten, reduce pore size. It's a great all-over product. Then we have prescription retinoids. That is your Retin-A, your tretinoin. If your doctor has to write the script, then it's called a retinoid. Now, those can take from 3 months to 12 months. And the reason why I say that is because you have to acclimate to it. Some of my clients, I'll see that they get a very heavy dose from a doctor and they immediately get a lot of peeling and irritation. So they cut back. And sometimes it's just too drying. A lot of my older clients find it too drying and they can't acclimate to it and they're using it infrequently. Remember, all of these things are only good if you are consistently using them. So for some people, they will find that their Retin-A or their prescription strength could be too strong, it could be too weak, and also because they have to build up to how many nights they can use it, a lot of people just say, and I see it all the time, saying, I stopped using it because it was just too drying on my skin. And you have to get over the hump, but it's not for everybody. That's why we have Rejuvenator, my Ultra Rejuvenator, just as a hint and a plug. Then you have the over-the-counter retinols. So retinoids, remember the D means you got to go to the doctor. Retinols are over the counter. And also, depending on how much concentration on them. They are the weakest form. And if you're young, you will get a result in maybe 3 to 6 months. But for some of my clients that are already aged and they're in menopause, and I personally don't think that they're strong enough. You'll get a little bit of result, but unfortunately it's not strong enough to counteract the effects of we're constantly aging. Now, one of the things I see quite often is people adding like duplication of the same product. Well, I'm going to buy this company's glycolic acid and this one and this one and this one, and I'm going to alternate them each different day. And sometimes you don't realize that you have different strength glycolic acids in them, and also there could be additives in them, and a lot of times you'll end up with a damaged skin barrier. So a lot of these products cannot always be combined. So, for example, hyaluronic acid serum is really something that goes on before your moisturizer. It's great for, like I said, plumping up the skin. But your vitamin C's and your retinols and your acids all need to be spaced apart and not be mixed together. So retinols are always to be used at night, and your vitamin C's in the morning, and your acids depending on what the formulation is. Most of the time I use them mixed in with a cleanser, so then it's doing what it needs to do and it helps my products penetrate better. So keep that in mind. Read your labels. We're bombarded all the time with a new product out there, and you're going to say, I'm just going to buy that product, and you don't realize you could either be duplicating something and now having too much of an acid on the skin or too much of a vitamin C that be causing an irritation. And sometimes one product can knock the other product out. Now, we don't always know that, but people always think that more is better. And it's actually having better quality products than just keep buying more products and adding it in. I hate to say I sometimes add up the dollar amount of some of the products that people use, where they can be much more cost effective by buying a better grade product that has a more active ingredient. So something that could be $7.99 on Amazon of a vitamin C is not going to be the same quality as my $125 Glymed vitamin C. That's a very different type of vitamin C. So please keep that in mind. I know that people say it doesn't matter on the price, and sometimes it does. Hyaluronic acid serum, it does not. So just thought I'd let you know that too. And that's it. Just a quick video to let you know how long things take, but a lot of it is just consistency. And I always tell clients, don't start with a lot of products, because then we don't know if there's a problem, which one could be causing the problem, such as irritation or dryness, which one is actually working. So slow and steady. I always tell people, I always tell them, let's start with cleansing. Let's start with one product. We can always add more in. And then you have to take time. Nothing's immediate. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions. And if you need me to make other videos on anything, let me know in the comments.